Alrighty, several weeks ago, 2-3 something weeks ago, there was a little clip of a Vince Russo interview that was uploaded, and he was talking against the Radas in WWE. And since then, people have come up with this new argument, the apologists, the Cena cocksuckers, stuff like this. They're saying it's not the PG rating. The PG rating doesn't change anything. It's the writer's fault. You can do a great PG show. It's all the writers. So, you know, these guys are coming up to us like if we didn't know anything about the writers not being as good. Wow, man, the writers aren't as good? Fuck, I thought everything was great. Damn, I thought I was complaining about retarded storylines, etc. All because of a rating. It never dawned on me that perhaps this show was written and that the writing was bad. Fuck. Such geniuses in the wrestling community. They watch a Vince Russo interview for 10 minutes. They watch 6 months of Raw. Next thing you know, they apparently know shit about wrestling. Don't know nothing. A bunch of morons on here. Before we dive into that shit, one of the apologists' main excuse, it was PG before the Attitude Era. Well, here's the thing. The whole rating system, PG, TV-14, was established in 1997. I saw that on Wikipedia, because I'm a genius, brother. I'm a fucking genius, brother. So, these people on here, oh, it was PG before, man. When? If the rating did not come into existence before 97, how can it be PG in the 80s? 15 years before the rating started to exist. Retards? I see these people talking about the wrestling in the 70s. You motherfuckers are like 12 years old. You've been watching wrestling for 2 months, and you're gonna talk about wrestling in the 70s. You don't even know Steve Austin, for fuck's sakes. Who the fuck do you people think you are? I mean, come on. Maybe in the 70s, you know, the wrestling wasn't as violent and shit. But that was 40 years ago. How desperate are you fucks? It wasn't violent before they created everything. What a bunch of idiots. Long time ago, morons. And the PG rating didn't come in fucking existence. 97! January 1997, so says Wiki. I'm a Wiki guy. Bet you didn't know that I'm a Wiki man. So yeah, please explain how it was PG if it did not exist. And the story about how the PG rating does not affect the show. It's the writers. Yes, the writers are bad. Inspectors, Captain Obvious. Thanks for pointing this out there. But the PG rating does limit the show. Okay? You can't have strong language. You can have some language once in a while. Oh, poop. A little crap like this. The Rock can say ass once every 6 months. That's all you'll get. You won't get bitch. Suck it. You can't get suck it. Because that is suggestive. You can't have anything suggestive in WWE now, can you? Because that's too hardcore. I suggest that your show is for kids and that it sucks cock. That's what I suggest. And here's the thing. Oh, wrestling, the rating doesn't affect it in any way. TV-14, and the kids can watch it. But you just need your parents to be sitting with you. And if it's 10, 11 at night, What kid is alone at that time watching fucking wrestling? At 11 o'clock, a child of a crackhead? The crackhead is in the other room doing crack and sucking people's dicks. Sorry, son, go watch violence while I suck some cock for money. If you're watching TV at that time, you should have a parent, regardless. Kids are allowed to watch TV-14, but they need some supervision. PG, you may need supervision, but if it's 9, 10, 11, they should be supervised in the first place. Unless your child is on cocaine, he's sniffing cocaine, staying up all night to watch wrestling. I mean, what is this shit? So TV-14, you can be violent, very gruesome. You can see some crazy ass shaking left and right. You can have fucking Vince McMahon, fucking fake fucking bitches in the shower in the back. You don't see their cock, but they could pretend to be having sex, anything like this. Okay, but when it comes to the violence, TV-14, as violent as you want. PG, you can have some moderate violence. Okay, now, this is a wrestling show. It is based on wrestling violence. It is based on violence. A wrestling match is supposed to be violent. That's what gets you in it. Oh, fucking crazy violence. But if it's PG, it's some, not just some violence, some moderate violence. So because of the rating, we can't have wrestling, basically. That's why it's all shitty, watered down matches where nobody gets hurt. You know, somebody might get hit on the foot with a stick, like on the pay-per-view. Let me hit the ring this far from your back with a chair once or twice a year or something like this. But you can't have real violence. Motherfucking blood spilling. Give me those balls. Can't have anything remotely close to that in wrestling. Okay, 6 guys beating the fuck out of people, choking each other with ties. You can't even choke someone with a tie. That's how PG it is. And you're gonna say that the rating does not affect the product? In what fucking dream world are you living in? Huh? It's the retarded dream world, huh? I dream of naked Morrison, naked Daniel Bryan, oh, in his underwear, Cody's everywhere, oh yes, the Care Bears, and wrestling. Coming next week, Care Bears. I love you, John Cena. Well, I love you. The champ is here. Come here. You know, sorry I went off in the deep end there, but went swimming today too, in the deep end. Yes, that's why I'm all tired, and I went swimming and now I'm all feeling good, and yeah, in the deep end, going deep. Even going like this, you can't do that. If it's PG, even this would be too hardcore because it would be suggestive. Understand? You can't be suggestive, guys. So if the TV rating makes it so bitchy, wimpy, without violence, how the fuck can you have a great wrestling show? It's almost impossible. The rating does affect the show. It stops great storylines, funny, extreme moments from happening. It stops great dialogue from happening. You can't say anything adultish at all. It has to be all super clean. Ooh, let's watch everything we do. Can't have real violence. Can't do nothing. So please explain how the PG rating does not affect the product. If you're one of those psychos, oh, I don't want violence, I watch wrestling just to fantasize about these wrestlers. Well, you're not a wrestling fan like I am. I'm a real wrestling fan. I like great storylines, real comedy, violence, good violence. What you guys like is something else. It's like, you know, a soap opera without the violence that's like on Family Channel. That's what the kind of shit you guys like. Like men, like Cody Rhodes and John Morrison, like I said, in their underwear. You don't want real wrestling because you're childish, immature retards. Retards, you are not real wrestling fans. If you're going to defend PG, if you're going to go all out to try to say that it's great, then you don't know what wrestling is. That's why you don't miss wrestling, because you don't know what it is. You think it's about cute guys and metrosexual hairless men that want to do headstands for you. They want to show off their bodies to you. That's what you guys like, dogs. So the rating does affect the product. It affects it big time. Create some weirdo arguments that make no sense to defend Cena, whatever. You're still virgins. Still gonna be virgins for life. I don't like sex. I don't like violence. I like Brodus Clay. He might be fat, but I love his raps. YWC. YWC! So yeah, rating does affect the product. You dupe. Dupe. There wasn't a PG fucking rating in the old day. Fuck off. Fuck. Until next time, look at women, naked women. Stop masturbating Cody Rhodes. Peace!